Welcome back to F.O. Swellz, Conquer the Universe. It's your boys, me, F.O. and...
Swellz.
Right. Hey, back with another one for you. Got another topic. It's a topic that we definitely not... I'm not a misogynist, and Swellz is not a misogynist. Misogynist. Is that, am I saying that right?
Yeah, misogynist.
Misogynist. Is that G that be messing
I'm not
with?
misogynistic.
Misogynistic. Okay, bad. But so I've been seeing this thing a lot just on social media. It's been said to me at least one time, but it's the thing where females like to equate or make simple things men do because, I don't know, just because they're mad at the man or they don't think that the man should be doing that particular thing because they don't like him. They say that it's sassy, implying that it's nothing against the LGBTQ, but that it's a straight heterosexual man is doing something homosexual, basically. So one of the things that me and Swellz was talking earlier was arguing with your significant other. If I'm arguing with my girlfriend or my wife or whatever, I've seen what they say, arguing with a woman, a man arguing with a woman is sassy. How? I feel like if me and Swellz over here just bickering all day or whatever, that's more sassy. Like, do y'all got something going on or something?
Why are y'all even not? Why do you care what?
Right.
It's the care. I don't know. I wouldn't. Yeah, you know. I've heard a famous quote to me. I never argue with fools because people from a distance can't tell who is who.
And like Jay-Z said after
that.
So
exactly.
Stop with the childish shit.
Yeah.
I'm grown. Yeah. Because for real, like if But
to argue with your significant other, I mean, how is that? And we use the word loosely when we say it. Pause. Gay. So because like when we said it when we were younger, when we said the word like we just meant it was whack. It wasn't
right.
You know, they're saying it now like you really are that way you're arguing.
You like men because you're arguing with your woman.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here and we saying something and you're not agreeing with me and like my point is either valid because I'm either stating facts or I'm not agreeing with you because I don't know, man.
But it's saying that, but basically, yes, you're exhibiting feminine characteristics is what they're saying.
To argue is not feminine. I mean,
it's not. It's with your significant other. And I think they're trying to say that they're weaponizing that because they're saying it like, so you won't, like if you're your woman or one of these women who have said this, you know, you arguing with me is sassy. So is that supposed to get him to stop arguing? Because I guess a simple-minded dude or whatever would be like, dang, if I say something back to that, then I'm being sassy. But I guess that's, I don't know if that's how they're using it.
To me, that's just something else that they put in a bag so they can say something. You know, they've said so many other things already about men because they know us oh so well. Mm-hmm. You know, they're the experts on how we supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
right.
You know, so this to me is just something else that they were like, man, what haven't we said that's sassy? And it's like, you know what?
Right.
And if two grown men arguing is sassy, how many wars have we had?
Like been sassy wars, apparently.
We can come all the way back to just being in high school and being like, how many fights have you seen between two dudes?
Right.
So they was being sassy.
Now, but, and I'm not on the women's side or the people who say this side, but arguing too much, like I said, if two men just bickering all the time, y'all need to fight it out or shut it down.
Shut it down, yeah.
But with your woman, okay, the other thing, you remember, so the other part of our conversation that we was having beforehand, because this whole sassy, men doing just regular things is sassy, the chronic cheater, like serial cheaters. Mm-hmm. Okay, so why can't he just be doing something bad because he's constantly cheating on you or cheating on a woman? Why is it sassy or what it is? They say that closeted,
cheating?
Like serial cheater is a closeted homosexual.
Are they cheating with? Now they cheating with
with women. So they have a woman. And he keeps cheating, stepping out on her with other women. And somehow that means
that plus that
equals he likes men.
In the closet.
Yes. I don't understand how that makes any type of sense whatsoever, but I don't know, man.
I'm trying to do the math in my head.
Because the math doesn't math.
Math, numbers, I mean, if you're telling me 1 + 1 = 3 or anything other than 2, we gonna argue. And I'm gonna end up being sassy.
Exactly. So
yo, you know what?
I
would just, to me, being nowadays, you grown. I'm not gonna argue with you. To me, one of the dumbest arguments is who's the greatest basketball player. That's like one of the dumbest arguments in my opinion, because it's an opinionated thing. It's
absolutely.
It's not a, we're gonna put a shrine up to this person. It's just it's barbershop talk.
Right.
It's interesting talk. You can either get mad about it, you can argue, you can yell you know what I'm saying? But it's still your opinion.
Right. And then when people make their point, they get up to their point. Now that point ain't done, but they're like, so Michael Jordan has 6 rings. Boom. And it's like they dropped the mic but hold on, because if that was literally the whole conversation, then Bill Russell or Robert Horry or
they got more than 6.
You know what I'm saying? But they dropped the mic. But then you're going to up a LeBron, because mostly, it's LeBron
it's
and
LeBron,
Jordan.
yeah.
So mostly, I'm going to, that could go on forever. I'll say something, you'll say something. I'll say something, you'll say something. All we're going to do is find that thing that he did better than the other one, back and forth.
And do you see how that conversation right there between me and you would be a better conversation and even more interesting than talking about a female saying, oh man, if you argue with another female, or if you're a serial cheater with other females, that right there, that means you're gay. You're a closet homophobic, or not homophobic, but you're a closet gay guy, homosexual, yeah. And I don't get that. To me, that right there you're not makes sense when you talk. Do you even listen to yourself before you speak? Because I mean, like when women do things, because women have done things too, and you look at them, and I mean, I guess you're literally waiting for, what has a woman done? I've been with women who would rather wear men's clothes because they're more comfortable,
right?
And it's not like she wasn't happy about being a female, but I found that to be like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I'm every single time we sharing shirts. What the fuck? That ain't cool, you know what I'm saying? But either way, that's just weird. But I don't think I can label that as like how women will. Okay, as soon as one man does something to them, it's a collective now. It is every guy. Excuse me. It's every guy. Okay, since this guy did it, that means it has to be every guy. There's no way they're individuals. There's no way you have your own personality, but we have to treat them like they have their own person, like there's some different entity and all of that. But yet we're clumped up. Every single time it's always a you guys. We're always clumped up.
Right.
And I know, and we said this last time, I know women and I know girls. I can't clump them up.
Absolutely not.
I would never clump up a woman with doing, I've seen grown women, 27, 28, still can't wait to, got kids, but just like some dumb niggas can't wait to get the next pair of J's.
Right.
Damn. I mean, I've seen females act like niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? So that argument between who is the best basketball player, to me, that would be even better than having every single time we turn around, women are looking up like, okay, what haven't we said? He said, no. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Right. And I think, man, with that, I think we made some strides of getting out of the whole toxic masculinity thing as a culture, like just as men. We have from when I was younger to now, because like the whole going to get therapy and stuff like that, getting that help. But this is a thing right there that will push especially more simple-minded men back into that. So you're saying that
So now you want me to hurry up and stop because you just want me to shut up.
Right, so I shouldn't argue with you. We shouldn't go back and forth. I'm not condoning this by no means, haul off and slap the hell out of you or whatever. I should do any of the other
boy
stuff.
Sean Connery said, a little tweak, a little reset, button, just a little slap.
Right, so, and all these things like you're saying, that's what a woman, you talk about the, a man's ego, a man's pride and stuff like that. That is a thing, right?
Yeah.
A man has pride, but you want that man to have pride because you know that pride with the man is that's what's his name, Samson?
Yes.
That's Samson's hair.
Yes.
Because what is the first thing that a woman comes for when they come for a man? Is his ego, his pride. Because have you ever heard a thing? What is the most fragile entity on earth? The most fragile substance on earth is a male's ego. A woman tries to comfort that because that's what she knows she gonna hurt him. So, but that same thing is how you could be walking through the mall with your woman and a dude makes some type of comment about her or flat out calls out her name or something like that. When you on top of him, hitting him with haymakers, why are you doing that? It's your pride. It's your ego. Because you're defending her honor.
Yes.
So that same thing, or the fact that, and I know this don't go for everybody, but if you are a person in the house and you the breadwinner, the man is the breadwinner, everything. Why is that happening? Because his woman's not going out and doing it because he's taking care of the household or he's doing the bulk of the things for it or whatever. He's the protector. It's because of that pride or that ego. I think when people think about pride and ego, especially when it comes to
negative, they want to be. It's a negative thing.
It's the excessive pride, excessive ego.
Okay.
Everything in excess, most things in excess is bad.
Most and almost, yeah, almost all. Too much of anything is not a good thing.
Right. So
too much of, I don't care. Like you said, too much success is not a good thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously. Too much failure. If you fail, that's obviously that really
it takes a lot less of a lot of that to be bad. But
you know what I'm saying? If you failing all the time, 0 for 79, you're like, oh my gosh. You know, what boy, you were Jay-Z 0 for 82? But you know, I understand.
Well, I don't understand how a woman, there's a women or whatever, they're trying to hurt the man. And that's their only way. Some women, some simple-minded.
And you know what? I'm gonna play devil's advocate. And you know what? A lot of times, and see, this is why I get mad at dudes sometimes, because men have to step up and be better men.
True.
Better men raise better families. Better families have better communities, and it starts there. It's if you go all the way back to the beginning, it starts with the man and the woman. Now the man, God made man in his. I'm not trying to give no lesson or nothing. I'm just saying that the man, everybody has their place. Play your position. We're not, nor will we ever be equal.
No.
So the word equal should only come to stuff when it comes to math or, some other, because equal does not, life is not equal.
True.
Your life won't be equal to mine. So why am I going to, the word I hate the most that men do is complain. Because to complain is to whine and not, what did we say last time? I don't know if we said this. I said this, I heard this. And I was talking to my boy. What you not changing, you're choosing.
Exactly.
So if you don't like your situation, you don't like what you making, you don't like, bruh, we live in, if not the greatest country in the world. You can go do what the fuck you want to do. Go do it. Start being a better man. And women act like that because men 9 times out of 10, and this is why I say it, because we hurt them. And
That's
the
what
first
it
thing
is.
you do when you get hurt is, I'm trying to hurt you back. So guys, if you don't want your ego or your pride to get hurt, stop fucking being dumbasses out there and step up and be the man we supposed to be, because that is gonna hurt. If a female ever attacks your pride, yes, you finna fall into some kind of funk and you're gonna be mad at the world. And it ain't nobody's fault but yours.
Because the high school equivalent of that, and I mean it was happening after high school, what's the first thing a female say when they break up? You break up with her, she catches cheating or whatever.
Yeah.
You gotta,
Look, yep. That's
your first
like
thing.
the first
Right,
thing
that's the first
every
thing.
chick says, and it's
So,
like,
but you can literally have
And
a
look, and you
whole
know what?
third leg down there, and
not
that's
just
what she's
that, but
gonna.
you know what? Not just that. How long were we together?
Right.
It wasn't like we was together for a weekend. 9 times out of 10, it would be a 9-month relationship.
Right.
A year, like, my 9th to my 10th grade summer. So all summer you piping it down.
Right.
It's cool. We start
Exactly.
school. Now you don't like it?
Right. And man, like you said,
Take that.
It's it's on the men. It's on the men a lot because it's a cycle that started at some point that women started thinking that they could tell men how to be a man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, when you really think about that, because oh my God, you try to tell a woman
How to be a woman.
Oh my God. But
Because then you get the whole, well, how do you even know? Then
exactly.
how do you? And when I say the word bitch, it's
Because the same way they could say, in the same way that they could say that they can tell you how to be a man is because what? My dad, or I see my brother. I have a mom. I have
four. I grew up with 4 brothers.
Right.
I got an older sister and a mama.
Exactly.
And about 20 aunties.
Exactly.
Bruh,
But you can't do that.
I
Right.
still do not understand how women think. Nor I stopped even trying. I go for the day-to-day
the day
interaction.
with that, the day I stopped trying was like the most glorious. Like it's
like the
birds. It was the sun came through.
Rays of sunshine upon
Man.
my back, and I was like, "Yo!" And it was like, "Yo!" And a little hand came onto my little shoulder. it said, "Look here, Swellz, bruh. I'm trying to. You're not ever gonna figure it out. So what I need you to do is do like one of them old school songs and just let it go. And you know what? When I
Sometimes you gotta let it go.
and I said, okay, I'm gonna try. And I said,
There's gonna be times still, but
there's
when you
always-
let
and
go
that's
of
life,
that,
and that's
that
what
whole.
it's life. So if you try to get out of those, I don't mean to keep cutting you off. I'm sorry.
You are good.
I apologize for that. But yeah, it's life,
passionate,
bro.
man.
Yeah, I'm just.
Passion. You can't get mad at passion, man.
No, but I don't want you to think I'm not listening to you too, though. I don't want you to think I'm not hearing you.
I mean, you saying if you saying it, and I don't need to, but like I said, it started with the men. It started with the man, which created a cycle. Because then, yes, women did have that first thing where I see you not being a leader of your tribe. I see you not being a leader. You're not a person that I look at and that I want to follow.
I respect because right. You do. Exactly. I'm telling you, to have your wife or your girl's respect, that brings a lot of other stuff with it. That brings the love and the comfort and everything. You have to show her a man, and I mean, especially if you have a wife like mine. And her dad, you know what I'm saying? Like her dad and my dad, they were men. My pops was in the Army. Her dad, you know what I'm saying, was raised, working, doing what he had to do to provide for his. And both of them still have duties to their families. Like neither one of them has ever been like, okay, well, you know what? You 18.
Right.
You get out my house, whatever. Right. I moved back in my parents' crib at 25. Like back in the crib, and did you think there was any kind of, there was no resistance. There was no problem. My mom was like, okay, cool, come back, reset. And then, because I did not want to come back home.
Right.
Of course not. But, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But that whole, our fathers being men, yes,
and then it starts to, then you gonna do that.
Yes,
and you're showing, because like the whole thing, a man, I don't think I can raise a woman. A woman, I could raise a female. I don't think I could raise a woman. You can be what I feel like you can show your daughter what to expect from a man, but still, she still can't tell because you are, Swellz, the type of man that you are, different than the type of man that your dad was.
Very.
Different type of, and then so
Even
on and so forth.
yeah,
but
yes.
there's going to be the actual things that are instilled. You're the leader of the house. They know that there's a problem. There's a big issue. Something's happened. Damn, half the house fell off. The first person they're going to look at.
Dad.
You know what I'm saying? So when you can instill that type of confidence in your woman, in the people in your household that follow you, that's when you're being a man. And I think it's women who don't have that haven't had that, or they just get a whole bunch of bad examples, or they're basing it off just the little dudes that they see running around here. And that's how they can start saying things like, you doing a simple thing such as arguing back with me because I said something that's stupid and you're trying to correct me on it, or the other way around. But we're just disagreeing at the moment. You're exhibiting characteristics that of a female. How did we get to that point?
The math ain't math.
It did not math.
That didn't math correctly.
The math was mething, probably,
yes,
but it wasn't mathing.
Nah.
Yeah, wrong vowel after the M. Oh man,
that could have been a bar in a
man. Bar. Listen for my album to come out.
Yeah.
2030.
I'll be on the hook.
But yeah, man, that I think that right there is a thing that can start back the cycle. I know we far from the whole toxic masculinity thing, but I've seen me growing up in my 40 plus years of life. I've seen us make some strides away from the deep toxic masculinity that we is. Just like I said earlier about as far as getting types of mental health. Men right there, like if you came to me back in the day and was like, man, I just been like, bruh.
Tighten up,
bruh. Like, chill out. You still got to go pay them bills, right?
Yeah.
You still got to feed your kids and your wife. You still got to do all that.
And I'm not gonna say, because to me that's a totally different subject right there.
Right.
The mental illness, and when people go through things, and I personally, I find it hard to comprehend the taking a pause, because that's what I know, you know what I'm saying? Shoot. I know people that have had the breakdowns. I know people that have had, and I don't know. It's almost like I want to help, but I don't know how to help.
Right.
Because I want them to hurry up and get over it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because I see, when you care for somebody, you love somebody, and you see them in their best days, and when you see them hurt, it's like, well, I'm standing here. What do I want you to hurry up and get over this, because I don't want to see you like this no more. And if you're telling me that it's just a mental thing, then it shouldn't be, because it ain't like you broke your arm, we got to wait for it to heal. It ain't like you had a car crash, whatever, where we got to wait for, okay, take the Band-Aid off. Okay, no, this ain't that. This is something so totally different that it's you have to, and it's but what I want is serious though. That's the thing that I didn't understand in the beginning, because
I didn't either.
You got, like you said, we grew up, if you got a problem, you a dude, it doesn't matter about your problem. You still got to we still got to, move forward. So when all this time in my whole, that's all we've ever thought.
True.
We waking up in the morning, oh man, that shit happened yesterday. Lay there 8 minutes, bruh. You still got to go to work. Somebody still got to eat. You still, you know what I'm saying? The phone, whatever got to be.
Right.
All of that shit still got to happen. So it's hard for me to understand it. And at the same time, it's like, okay, come on, get.
And I will tell you, it was harder for me to understand it until it happened.
Right.
I did have a issue, and I have a brother, shout out to my brother, I've worn a shirt with him before, but he had a thing where he unfortunately took his own life. And I think a lot of it is like, we should go get the help. We should stop thinking that what is even if I come to you as a friend or something and you tell me just suck it up, okay, maybe he ain't the person I should talk to about this right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go, you know what I'm saying?
Someone who knows about it.
You know what I mean? So I think with this, and I'm not coming for the younger generation, but it is a lot of young. I don't see a lot of 40-plus-year-old women doing it, but I do see some 40-plus-year-old women doing it. We gotta stop. If y'all didn't like the way that was happening, then things happen. They don't just happen overnight. So this thing right here could be pushed back to toxic masculinity because you just constantly coming for a man pride. So what do people do when you constantly come for their pride, comfort them like that? They overcorrect. They overcompensate. Just like I said, if you coming for me, my pride, a weaker-minded man, I'm just kind of arguing with you. Oh, you acting like a bitch, you whatever. And then I just, okay, well, me talking to you is acting like a bitch. All right, then hit you with the haymaker. Now we just took it back. We just then went backwards in this whole thing of being able, okay, I'm not being physical with you. Our talks right now aren't being very helpful. Maybe we need to stop talking right now and come back. But how about you not try to come for my pride? I'm not condoning violence by no means. Men shouldn't put their hands on women, period. Because I don't think, why do you got to show that you're stronger than a woman? You know what I mean? You shouldn't. I don't condone domestic violence. Okay. Don't put your hands on nobody, man or woman. I don't condone domestic violence.
It's not a condoning thing. It's a more of a, you a dude, I'm a dude. If I put my hands on you, that's automatic. We fighting.
Bad. Right.
Right. Now, if you're a female, if there's a female, and we get to arguing, and she puts her hands on me like a dude, like if she steals on me or whatever,
right?
She punches me in the face, in the eye. Yes, I promise you, out of experience, I will beat the shit out that.
Oh Lord.
Yes. I don't know. We got time for the story, but
we're not gonna tell this story. We're not telling this story.
But I don't believe in anybody hitting me because, and I'm gonna tell you, just because. I don't want you to think that I'm a violent person and I don't like chicks or anything like that. I don't, that's not it at all. I've had fights with dudes too, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is she had already hit me twice and I didn't do anything. And I was like, because the hits weren't anything. I was like, all right, you hit me, and then she smacked me, and I'm thinking, all right, you smacked me, open hand, all right. And I antagonized her. I kept calling her a bitch, you know what I'm saying? And that was probably not the best move I made, but then she hauled off and hit me right in my eye. She like with her fist and she wham. So yeah, to me right then and it was like, oh, okay, now I get it. But that was just that one situation.
We don't condone
it, but don't.
I believe you should try to, especially when it becomes physical, you should try to dispel, at least keep them in your view.
Yeah,
that way that
younger.
don't.
I was
right.
Younger, so you don't. Yeah, like
true that. And
just,
also, I will preach. I will say this to my daughters. I tell this to my sisters, any female. Don't put your hands on somebody and expect them
not to put their hands on you.
Don't think because he a man, because I'm saying the things I say. Don't think that he's gonna do the things that the way I'm saying.
If you argue with him, he don't love you like I love you. So yeah, don't.
Right. So
that's where the whole keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands to yourself.
You don't want to get hit, don't hit me. That's just like saying when you go to somebody's house, oh, my dog don't bite. Bitch, do it got teeth?
There you go.
Do it got teeth? My boy used to tell me, don't ever trust another man's dog. So if that's the case, then yeah, if you touch me, expect to be touched.
You have to be expected.
If you're not, then come on, man.
And then they're the ones that get the,
oh my God, I can't believe you hit me.
Don't put your hands on the wife. But women have kind of tried to piece me up and stuff.
Yeah, because you probably got them to that level too.
Right, because I come out off the dome with some stuff, but yeah. So back to the whole sassy thing. Stop calling men sassy for doing regular stuff just because you're mad. Think of something else. Quit coming from a person pride. Men, the other way around. You know what I'm saying? You're going to argue. Things going to be said. I know people say things, but I see people who have they've had time to edit, probably change words up on it, say whole speeches. So they've thought about this, and they truly believe men doing mundane, regular people things. I even saw one where they said a tap to pay. Like you really, like what your wrist got to do to tap to pay. Like, come on now. That's not sassy. That's
what they call reaching. You're reaching. You're like, you have, it's like, you know what, the whole, every time somebody has a movement, they want to keep taking it so far, and it's like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Please do. So, you got anything else, my boy?
Nah, man, I'm good, G.
Well, man, that's it for another episode of F on Swellz Take Over the Universe. Until next time, my boy.
Yeah, until next time. Holla.
It's crazy.
I'm letting you do it. We start talking about the WNBA.
Hey, I gotta cut to the chase. Yeah. Everyone give me some space. Okay. Don't fall out, we fall into place.